Okay, so I got a Dragonfly for my sound system, and I bought the cheaper one. I bought the black one, which is the anyway. I guess it's the 1.5. I don't know. The black one is 99 bucks. The red one's 200. And these analog converters I had been looking at for a while because I do some DJing a little bit on the side, and I generally run with this setup. I have a Yamaha EMX 512, which is 1000 watts, 500 per side, and I run off iTunes, and I run into a BBE Sonic Maximizer. This is an older one, and I run into these JBL JRX 125s, which they say 100s on the side, but the boxes they came in say 125s. And I'm actually probably not even powering these as much as they can handle. I think they can handle 2000 peak a side, I believe. But anyway, back to the Dragonfly. The Sonic Maximizer cleans up the sound from the computer fairly well. It has an in and out button where you can turn it off, and when you switch between the two, it definitely sounds muddy without it. So my hope was, alright, for 100 bucks I get the Dragonfly and see what that does. For 100 bucks, what can I lose? And so I got it yesterday, and I tried it out on my headphones, which I run the Sony. These are older, MDR V900 HDs, and they're pretty decent headphones in my opinion. And I really didn't notice. I mean, you could tell a little bit. It was a little bit cleaner and brighter, but it wasn't like, wow, that's such a difference. And I was a little disappointed until I came down here and put it on my computer and ran it through the system that I have now. And what it did in conjunction with the Sonic Maximizer was just unbelievable. I mean, I had to bring people down here, like, you got to hear this. It just sounds so good. So, without any further mumbling, I'll play something for you. And I don't know if it'll translate well, being this is just an Android phone camera video, but we'll see how it sounds. Just very clean. And the way I'm running it is the EQ on the computer is flat, and the contour is probably 3/4, 7/8 up, and so is the process. Which basically, this is kind of more like your bass, and this is more treble. It's not a very complicated, it's just two dials. That's it. But before I was able to use the before I had the Dragonfly, you had to be careful. You couldn't crank up too much on either one of these, or you could tell it was too much. Now, after I got the Dragonfly, it didn't make so much of a difference. I could really go more extreme on the settings on these, and it handled it, and it was still clean. And like I said, I don't know if this is going to translate video to the channel, if it's going to sound great. I'll play one more song where it pops out, but it is just so superbly clean. It was night and day. I mean, if anybody's just run straight out of a computer into an amp and compressed music, it really just sounds crappy. It just misses all the nuances of the stuff. And well, here we go. I'll play this on this last track here and see how it goes. So, in my opinion, if you're just going to be using this to listen through headphones, I would probably go with the red. Spend a little bit more money and go with the red. Now, they do say the red drains battery device quicker. You know, when you run it through a computer, you don't have that issue. But I almost wish I had a red here to try on the computer to see the difference on the sound system between the black and the red. But I'm totally blown away with the black just on my system. So that's my 2 cents. And like I said, I'm for $100, I'm really pleased with this thing.